Hi, I'm Dominic. Thanks for watching Dominic's Woodworks. And today... Oh no. Another rebound. Damn it. Give me a second. There, I'm back. That's better. I got hands. So, thanks for watching Dominic's Woodworks. I already said that. And this is my entry video for Summer's Woodworking's 2014 second annual Birdhouse Contest. We really need an abbreviation for that. But here is my birdhouse. The reclaimed Adirondack Endgrain birdhouse with a bow. This part's reclaimed, Endgrain, Adirondack style, and there's the bow. Let me show you in detail. I start with a pile of scrap and I drew up one or two sides with my crosscut sled. Next I use the rib fence to turn these chewed up pieces into slices. For a proper endgrain project I should have glued up these slices, but since I don't have equal length I decided to go ahead and cut them into dice using a stop block on my crosscut sled. Putting this up would have made a great time-lapse effect video, but I just don't have time for that. I expected this glue up to be rather tedious, but it turned out to be pretty simple. I started by turning over the columns, if you will, add glue to them, turn them back and gently squeeze them together. Then with some gentle touch I freed the rows, turned those over and repeated the process. Using cawls, basically two sleds and two small pieces from a scrap bin to apply the clamp pressure evenly, the whole thing worked out pretty well. After taking out the first piece I discovered the serious need to cover the cawls in packing tape in order to get them off again. I give to you the dancing endgrains. With my table saw plate set to 45 degrees, I'm putting a miter on both sides of the endgrain walls. To make the hole, I start by marking it with my largest Forstner bit, and then I work my way up with smaller sizes, though not to overtax the whole thing. For the corner pieces, I'm using a piece of birch branch and cut it to length on my bandsaw. To connect those to the endgrain walls, I need to flatten one side, and I don't have the time left to send them over to Izzy Swan, bribe him to do them for me with one of his fancy jigs, and send them back to me, so I have to improvise. If you never hear from me again, rest assured it didn't work. I'm happy to report that it did work, and what I'm doing is using a basic clamp to hold the piece and ride the top and bottom end of the clamp against my table saw's fence. This way I get a pretty accurate cut, although this might be something to build a jig upon at some point. Because of the tricky nature of the glue up and me running out of time and patience, I'm using CA glue to attach the endgrain sides to the corner pieces. Just in case you're wondering why the pieces are wobbling slightly while I hold them, that's because the endgrain is still dancing. For top and bottom I take a piece from my reclaimed pile and cut it up on the crosscut sled. I use the birdhouse walls to mark the outline of the top and bottom pieces directly on the board. I cut the top to size and then with a lowered blade I rabbet the bottom piece to fit like a plug. For the actual roof, I take 2 pieces of the board and use my biscuit jointer to align them, and I glue them up using waterproof glue, which I used for all the other glue ups already too. To actually fit the roof onto the house, I'm gluing the top piece to the roof piece with a piece of scrap cut from the same board as a spacer to give it an angle. To hold the bottom in place, I screw 2 eyelets into the sides and then attach it using a piece of string, and this is where the bow comes in. I've been very kind to this wood. I didn't yell at it, I didn't shout at it, and I didn't beat it, so it hasn't been threatened. Wait, it hasn't been treated, that's it. So, what bird is it for? Well, I'm going for the plain old sparrow, but I did my research and it can also be used by the European sock dragon. It's a smallish dragon with about 10-inch wingspan. It usually comes in use of blue or violet, and its main diet are socks. So, good luck everyone with the contest entries, and yeah, I'm cutting it awfully close. Thanks for watching, and remember to be inspired. I can feel the vibration in my hand. Don't know about the microphone, but not again.